Alright, so I've got to warn you. I'm about to use the cringiest hook you've ever heard on this whole planet. And no, I'm not gonna pitch you my mentorship, even though I have one, but I'm not gonna push it out there. So, I hit 10K a month at 17 years old. I dropped out of high school and now I'm 18, making multiple 5 figures a month. I have all of the proof for that. Later on, I will give it to you. But the topic that I want to talk about is why are you not succeeding? Like the reason why you're not succeeding or why you haven't achieved the things that you want to achieve. Well, the reason is pretty simple. You're not going all in. And why are you not going all in? It's because you're hesitating. You're scared. And you're not scared of like being embarrassed or getting judged by people. You're scared of failing. I have a pretty good theory. I believe that people are scared to fail all because of the education system, like because of school, right? Because think about it. Each time that you were in school and the teacher asks you a question, like, hey Johnny, what is the question? And you feel like you have it. So you say the question, the answer out loud, and the teacher says, nah, that's wrong. And the whole class just like goes silent. The air is filled with silence and someone just sniffles to like break the awkwardness, like, and you're like sitting there, fuck man, I fucked up. That's what the school system does to you. And guess what? The next time when the teacher asks you a question, you're like, I don't know, ask someone else. I really don't know. I'm just not sure. You see what I mean? The schooling system is made to make you failure. And why is that? Call me a conspiracy theorist, alright? The education system is trying to keep you broke, because here's the thing. Failure is one of the like necessary and crucial steps towards success. And how do I know? It's because I've reached financial freedom. I have succeeded in my eyes. At a young age, I'm just 18. And they're trying to keep you broke so that you could go and work a 9 to 5, so that you could be a cog in the system, like a cog in the whole, like a gear in the whole system, just helping automations happen, That's what they're trying to do to you. So why do I say that failing is a crucial and necessary step in order to achieve success and financial freedom and whatever it is that you're trying to achieve? Failure teaches you really valuable lessons, right? And here's the thing. You can read every single book, you can listen to every single podcast, and you can watch every single YouTube video that you'll ever find. Maybe even invest into mentorship and go watch some webinar or go to a networking event. One thing is guaranteed. You will never learn everything from those things. No, I need to rephrase that. Basically, you can learn everything that you want from all of those things, but you still will never have learned everything. Why? Why is that? It's because most of the valuable lessons and most of the lessons in general that you'll get about your business, about people, about sales, about human psychology, you've learned those things from failing. A good example. I always kept on seeing and hearing that, you shouldn't be too pushy when talking to people. You shouldn't be salesy because that comes off as desperate. I was like, what the fuck is a pushy? What is pushy? What is being pushy? That is so vague. What is being salesy? Am I being salesy? You know how I figured it out? By DMing people. I started off my business as an email copywriter. I was reaching out to fitness coaches, pitching them my service of, helping them get more clients for female marketing. And people kept on saying no, and people kept on blocking me. But it was until this one guy, really generous guy, I wish I could remember his name. He was like Asian American, dude in his like 50s, I would say, this huge ass guy. He said that, man, I respect the hustle, but you're just too pushy. I was like, what do you mean too pushy? And he was like, you haven't even built any rapport with me. I don't even know who you are. And you just come off as desperate. You seem like you really need me as a client. I was like, oh, so that's what being pushy is. That's what being desperate is. It's like, ah. And guess what? Because I failed, I learned a valuable lesson. And yes, it hurt. Failure isn't easy. Failure doesn't feel nice. But guess what? Down the long run, it feels really fucking nice. Whenever you're rolling in cash, whenever you're sleeping and stuffing your fucking pillow with money, now that's when it feels good. I have failed so many times along the way. And I haven't even been in business for too long yet. I've only had my business for 14 months now. And I'm making multiple 5 figures a month. Now, if you want social proof for that, like proof of that, because I've noticed a lot of people get, what is the word? They don't believe me. They doubt that I actually make this money. And I totally get them. Like, there are too many fucking sleazy people out there, snakes. In the description below, make sure you come back to this video. Because, dude, you're gonna get stuck in that rabbit hole, and I don't want that for you. In the description of this video, you will find my Instagram. Go in there, go on my stories, go in my client wins, and you'll see every single PayPal, every single Stripe, every single Venmo payment that you see. That's a payment that one of my clients got. And guess what? I got a huge ass percentage off of that. So just add it up. It all adds up, dude. I've already made my clients over $1 million. It's way up. Way over $1 million. Take a percentage off of that. How the fuck can you make someone $100K a month, but not fucking get at least like $20K off of that? Think about it logically, dude. So there's the proof. And back to my point. I hope you checked out my Instagram. Back to my point. Failure is crucial. Like, I have failed so many times along the way. And it feels shitty in the moment. It scares people away because the education system is at fault here. It has literally made you fear failure. It has programmed you to, being capable of growth because you're so scared of going out there and testing things. But here's the thing. If you actually want to succeed in, if you want to be rich, if you want to retire your mom, buy your dream car, whatever your goals are, you will need to fail along the way. Failure is inevitable. Michael Jordan didn't come out of his fucking mom's vagina being able to dribble the ball and dunk into the net. He wasn't able to do that. It took him I don't know anything about basketball or Michael Jordan. Maybe it took him 30 years to become semi-good. No, I believe it was less. I was listening to a podcast. I believe it was in his early 20s maybe? I'm not even sure. Back to my point. You will never come out of your mom being good at what you do. You will need to fail your way to success. It's a cliche saying, but it's a true saying. Fail your way to fucking success, dude. It is, of course, it's easier said than done. But you need to realize, man, again, a cliche, no one is coming to save you. And all of the most valuable lessons that you'll learn along the way will not be learned from podcasts or books. Well, maybe you will learn them, but your brain will not fix them, if that makes sense. Like, your brain will not catch on to them. You will hear them. We have the saying in Lithuania, the information comes in one ear, but it comes out through the other one. Like, you're listening, but you're not listening. You're not capturing the information. And that's happened to me a lot. Like, I used to listen to a lot of podcasts. Of course, I still do. I don't listen to music at all. I listen to a lot of podcasts and audiobooks, but sometimes the information just goes in and goes out. So I would take notes, but even though I would take notes, I would still forget the information. But you know what? The information is really well registered whenever you fucking fail. Imagine you have a beautiful Ferrari, and you've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, don't go over the speed limit. Don't rev the engine too hard. I don't know. Don't try and cut in traffic." But you're out there in Miami fucking revving your engine, going at 200 miles per hour, cutting up traffic, and bam, you fucking crash. Somehow you're alive, and you're like, shit, I failed. But at least you learned. Now you will definitely not be going over the speed limit from there on. So does that make sense? Failure is crucial, because not only does failure help you learn lessons, really valuable lessons, but it also helps you lock in the information that you've gotten before in the past, but it didn't stick around in your mind. Failure is crucial, and you shouldn't fear it. I know that it's easier said than done, but you must realize this, man. If you want to succeed, if you want to achieve good things in your life, you must go and fail. Do not be afraid to fail. Like, have this mindset like I do. Whenever I'm faced with challenges and whenever I fail, I literally get excited. And why is that? It's because I know that I'm growing. Each fail that I make. Imagine you need 100 fails in order to win. You fail once, 99 to go. Fuck yeah, I'm getting closer to my goal. That's the mindset that you need to have. So, yeah. I don't know what the fuck. Did you hear that sound my camera just made? I hope everything is good. But is this making sense to you? Will you be going out there and actually failing from now on? Like, chase failure. I know that it's scary. You don't want to do it. But I promise you, man, chasing failure is what made me successful. I kept on trying new things, iterating new strategies, new techniques, whatever. And I've tested so many DM scripts. It failed. This was wrong. That was too salesy. That was too long. That was not personalized enough. And I kept on iterating it until I found the fucking perfect DM script. Until I figured out how human psychology works. And I figured out how human psychology works by selling to people and failing to sell to people. Like, I've tried to get so many clients. If there was a stat that you could look up, I predict that I've sent out at least like 2 million DMs by now. I've been in this shit. I've been around. I've tested a lot of things. I know what works and what doesn't. And why is that? It's because I failed so many times. And because I failed so many times, I've won so many times. Like, every single DM that I send out now, it's a W. It's pretty much guaranteed to get a client. And why is that? It's because I failed so many times. And another thing, I'm not trying to pitch you. Of course, if you want to, hit me up on Instagram. Mentorship is a speed run, basically. Because the person has failed so many times that they just know the whole strategy, the whole blueprint. They have the blueprint. Imagine your mom is giving birth to you. hypothetically, this is a really weird analogy, but I'm a weird guy. That's why people like me. Your mom is giving birth to you, and she's like, fuck, I cannot be bothered. So she says, hey doctor, can you help me out? He fucking takes you by your leg and he pulls you out. That is what mentorship does. It's like a speed run. So if you're scared to fail, if you're afraid of failure, go ahead and invest into a mentor. That's what I did. I literally started off by investing into a mentor. I've paid over $5,000. No, euros or dollars. Whichever one. I've invested that amount of money into mentorship. And I'm just 18. I'm investing into my education. I'm investing into my success. And I invite you to do the same. I'm not telling you to go and buy my course. If you want to, hit me up on Instagram. But yeah, fail. And if you're afraid of failure, invest into a mentor. That's pretty much it. I hope this video made sense to you. I hope this made you think. And I hope this will make you take action. Go out there, dude. Kill it. And know that I'm rooting for you. I'm genuinely am. I fixed my life. I went from broke to rich. I went from fat to shredded. I went from disciplined to disciplined. I love my life now, and I want you to love your life too. I'm rooting for you, genuinely, dude. I'm rooting for you. And I pray to God that you prosper. Have a beautiful day.